Hey guys, this is Justin.
And Joy.
And we got another great episode in store for you today.
We're actually going to talk about 5 negative side effects when sexual intimacy is missing in marriage.
Guys, you want to make sure you tune in for this one. Don't miss it.
It's real, raw, and uncut. Like, there is no sugarcoating. We're real about it. If you're real people, message us. Raw and uncut.
What's up, everybody? This is Justin.
And Joy.
And welcome back to another episode of the Real, Raw, and Uncut podcast. Super excited to be with you here again today. We hope you've been doing great since the last episode. And if you're loving the show, do us a favor. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button here on YouTube or your favorite podcast platform. And if you're really loving the show, go ahead and leave us a 5-star review. If you haven't followed us yet on social media, you can at The Official Justin Ford. Again, at The Official Justin Ford. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, X, and also here on YouTube. You can also find Joy on social media as well. We got another great episode in store for you today, but before we get into that, do want to remind you that this episode is brought to you by our friends over at Next Door Lending. Next Door Lending is a team of professionals that believe everyone should be treated as if they live next door. The founders and team members have more than 150 years of combined loan experience, helping clients all over the country choose the best loan program to help you accomplish your goals. Next Door Lending is currently licensed in over 26 states and has a team of over 100 loan officers specializing in helping you get the best rate and terms. And so whether you're looking to refinance your home or you're looking to purchase your next home, call our friends over at Next Door Lending today at 888-885-3667 or visit their website at nextdoorlending.com.
Well, hey.
We're back. And we're back from a juicy episode last week where we talked about the 7 reasons why sexual intimacy is so important in marriage. We hope that you listened to it. And if you didn't, make sure you go back and listen to it.
Yes.
Because today, Joy, what are we talking about?
Today, we're actually going to talk about 5 negative side effects when sexual intimacy is lacking in marriage.
Yep. And obvious.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, dun, dun, dun. And, you know, we could talk about this because we've been married for 20 years. So I feel like with 20 years of marriage, there's almost like an authority or a credibility, you know, that obviously allows, you know, when you get to 20 years, you have some things to talk about.
Oh, there's things to talk about.
What do you want to talk about then today?
That's what we're talking about.
We're talking about it.
5 negative side effects.
Yeah.
So sexual intimacy is lacking.
Yep. So again, if you listen to the last episode, now we're going to go into part 2 basically. But if you didn't listen to last week's episode, hit the pause button, stop right now, go back and listen to last week's, because this is going to be kind of part 2 to that one. And, you know, we're talking about 5 negative side effects when sexual intimacy is lacking in marriage. Again, we say marriage because we're married. We're not saying when you're just in a relationship. Obviously, you could feel the same effects of these. However, with marriage, you could be living in a home. You could have been with your spouse or your significant other or your girlfriend, boyfriend for a long time. But the difference is if you're not married, there's a lack of covenant and commitment, because once you sign on the dotted line, there is a covenant and a commitment that we believe the Bible talks about when you become one, when you get married. So we're going to talk about from a marriage perspective, but obviously if you're not married, you can still listen to the episode, okay? So 5 negative side effects when sexual intimacy is lacking in marriage. Number 1, Joy.
Number 1 is emotional distance grows. So true. It's when sexual intimacy fades, couples often begin to feel more like roommates than partners. The emotional bond weakens and connection slowly erodes.
Guys, this is a ticking time bomb, and this is when red flags are lifted and like the warning signs are going off. Because again, you know, we talked about this last week, sexual intimacy between a married couple is more than just a physical experience. It's about connection. It's about, you know, being one. It's about trust. It's about vulnerability, all of those things. And when that is not there, what happens is things begin to really become an issue in marriage. And especially if you're a believer, this is when the enemy starts to come in and really create issues. And that's the last thing any of us want when we're married, right? Number 2, increased insecurity and rejection. A lack of intimacy can trigger feelings of being unwanted, undesirable, or unloved. Even strong individuals can internalize the absence as personal rejection.
True.
Yep. And the last thing that people want to feel is unloved and unwanted by the most important person in their life.
It's true.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. What else?
Number three.
Was there anything else you want to say about number 2?
No, it's true.
Why is it important to not want to feel unwanted, undesirable, or unloved in a marriage or in a relationship?
We shouldn't be feeling that way, yeah, because then you're going to be around people that make you do feel wanted and all that, and that's again where the enemy comes in to make you think that, it's okay to do that.
Right. Yeah. And we do what?
To be around people that are making you feel wanted and
right.
all this.
Yeah,
stuff.
it's one of those temptations, right? Number 3.
Number 3, breakdown in communication. So it's true. There's a breakdown in it. When you're lacking sexual intimacy. It says sexual disconnect often spills into everyday communication. Small issues feel bigger, patience shortens, and unresolved tension builds beneath the surface.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. You're less likely to be communicating. There's a lack in it. I mean, the minute I notice our communication is off or we're feeling a little tense or frustrated, I know this is what's happening.
Yeah.
And we have to recognize it.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely, we talked about this last week. It's a tough topic because we know there's a lot of couples who are really struggling with this and haven't been intimate in a long time.
Right.
Or some people say, well, me and my husband or me and my wife are intimate once a month. Like
once a week.
Once a week even is not enough. I mean, this has got to be something that you intentionally work on together.
Right.
And there might be some things that you have to work through in order to even get to that point.
Right. Maybe there's some counseling you have to sign up for and start talking about what's going on. What is causing you to not do this or to not be communicating, to not be intimate? Like there is there's a roadblock that's stopping you from doing this and enjoying it. And it's okay. Like pause and talk through it,
Yep. And here's what I'll say too is one of the biggest things that I think hinder and hold couples back from being intimate is bitterness, unforgiveness, and resentment. If you're holding something against your spouse, bitterness, unforgiveness, resentment, it's going to be hard to be intimate with them. And I talk about this in my book, unforgiveness and bitterness and resentment actually creates issues in your body. If these things go long enough, you're going to start to get sick. I mean, it's scientifically proven that when you carry unforgiveness, bitterness, and resentment in your heart, in your life, it becomes physical and it starts to almost like eat away at you. And so, you have to make sure that you are communicating and working together. Like this has to be something that you want. If you want a healthy marriage and you want a successful marriage, these are things that you have to intentionally work on. Mm-hmm. Because if you're not, you're either going to be divorced or miserable, period.
Right.
Number 4, heightened temptation and vulnerability. When intimacy needs go unmet within the marriage, one or both spouses may become emotionally or mentally vulnerable to unhealthy outlets, comparisons, or outside attention. Mm-hmm. The enemy will creep in, and if a man is not getting his needs met at home, no matter how strong he is, no matter how faithful he is, no matter how much of a Christian he is, sooner or later, you're going to be weak and potentially fall.
Right.
Same thing with a woman, it could be in a Christian marriage, Christian home, but if she's not feeling emotionally where her needs aren't met and somebody shows up, could easily create, some temptation of vulnerability, which again, I don't think any spouse wants that.
No.
Right? No
you
spouse.
You don't sign up for that. No.
Yeah, when you sign up and you're at when you're at the altar and you're getting married through sickness and health through till death do us part, nobody in that moment is thinking divorce. Nobody in that moment is thinking unhealthy marriage. But those things creep in because of lacking intentionality. And what's the word of the year, Joy?
I already forgot it.
Intentionality with intimacy.
Intentional intimacy. This has to be intentional, right? Mm-hmm. And then number 5 of the 5 negative side effects when sexual intimacy is lacking in marriage. What's number 5? Number 5 is resentment and silent bitterness. Unspoken disappointment can quietly turn into resentment. Over time, this bitterness hardens your heart and makes reconnection feel awkward or unsafe.
Yep. Yeah.
It's true.
And you don't want to get to that point.
No.
You don't. Especially because no matter what you're feeling right now, if you remove those feelings, you love your spouse. You want to be in harmony with your spouse. You want to walk in unity with your spouse. Nobody wants to be in division. Nobody wants to have their needs unmet. Nobody wants to be feeling like being in a struggle,
Right.
right? People want to be in harmony and oneness with their spouse. And if you're lacking sexual intimacy in your marriage, you probably don't feel connected and close to your spouse.
Right. And you know what that means? That means definitely a red flag. It also means, hey, like men, you love to work. Men are like born, God has built men to be
Providers.
such providers
Yep.
and workers. And let's pause, and you do a great job with this. That's why I'm saying it is, let's pause and go somewhere for the weekend or for the night somewhere.
You have to be
and
it goes
go
back
have
to being
dinner
intentional.
and a movie or dinner and whatever.
Intentional
And
intimacy.
so, yeah, it's huge because as women, we talked previously in the other episode, we're very big on emotional connection.
Yeah.
You know, and that doesn't mean we just sit there in silence. No, like, let's go have dinner. Let's connect. What's going on? Let's, talk about the wins. Let's talk about the losses. Let's talk about what we're struggling with, like all of that, so yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's so important. And again, you have to be intentional. And not just this area, but every area of life. If you really want growth and if you really want change, especially in your marriage, you have to be intentional.
Yep.
And it's not easy, guys. We know. We both come from homes where they struggled in marriage. My parents got a divorce. Joy, your parents were pretty much divorced. And, we've had to learn how to do this. And we don't have it like figured out. We're not perfect, but we're intentional. And we know if an area is lacking, we're going to work on it. We're going to do our best to get it together. And there are certain things that, you have to do in order to strengthen your marriage. And obviously intimacy is one of the biggest ones.
Right.
Yeah. An important truth. Lack of sexual intimacy is rarely just about sex. It's usually a symptom of emotional, relational, or spiritual disconnection. When addressed with honesty, humility, and intentionality, intimacy can be restored and even strengthened. And we want that for you in 2026.
Yes.
Absolutely. Any final words, Joy?
No, intensity and intimacy 2026, guys.
Intentionality.
Intentionality.
Be intentional about it. Yep. And again, remember, intimacy is not just physical. Even though we're talking about physical intimacy, you have to learn how to really do this. And again, if you really love your spouse and you guys love each other, make a plan to work on this year.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Change some things up, guys.
Yep. So go back and
put those kids to bed a little early.
Lock the door.
Lock the door.
Definitely lock the door. Yep. So anyways, last week we talked about 7 reasons why sexual intimacy is so important in marriage. Last week, go listen to it. And then 5 negative side effects when sexual intimacy is lacking in marriage. This week, guys, listen to these over and over. Listen to them with your spouse, and feel free to reach out to us. Again, we want to be an encouragement to you. Again, we've been married now 20 years. God is good. Thankful for that.
Yes.
It hasn't been easy, but it's been worth it. And we're going to continue to grow that moving forward. So if you love this episode, share it with somebody that you know. Share it with somebody that you know that needs to hear it. Feel free to hit the subscribe button here on YouTube or your favorite podcast platform. Feel free to find us on social media. Feel free to email us. We're here to support you guys and help you guys. And before we wrap up today's episode, I do want to remind you that this episode is brought to you by our friends over at Next Door Lending. Next Door Lending is not just a sponsor of the show. They're the official mortgage lender of the Justin Ford Real Estate Team. This is who we entrust all of our buyers with. So if this year you're looking to get pre-approved and purchase a home, call our friends over at Next Door Lending. If you're looking to refinance, take some cash out, maybe lower your interest rate, call our friends over at Next Door Lending. And if you're a real estate agent looking for a great mortgage lender, call our friends over at Next Door Lending. They have over 1,200 5-star reviews and a perfect A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Call them today at 888-885-3667 or visit their website at nextdoorlending.com. 2 things we always like to leave you with. Number 1, it's not how you start. What matters is how you finish. And number 2, with God, all things are possible. God bless you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.